Help video adding radicals with x. So for number one, we have to, in order to combine these radicals, potentially we need to simplify our square roots. Well, the 6, you guys, becomes 3 and 2 if we were to make a prime factorization tree, but there's no pairs here, so that means it cannot simplify. So that is as simplified as it can get because 3 and 2 is not a pair. Now let's take a look over here. You could do 15 times 10 for 150. This breaks down to 5 times 2. This breaks down to 3 times 5. There is a pair of 5s. So the 5 comes on the outside, you guys. So negative 3, multiply it by 5, because 5 times 5 is 25, and the square root of 25 is 5. Square root of, there were 2 leftovers, which means you can't take the square root of that, so it's going to be 3 on the inside and a 2. Now let's take a look at our variable. We have x a second, so 2, you guys, divided by the root, and the root of a square root is 2. 2 goes into 2 once, you guys, with no remainder. So this 0 means there's no x's on the inside the square root, but on top, you guys, since 2 goes into 2 once, there will be one x on the outside. So we're going to put an x there. So in total, I'm going to drop this down. We got 9x square root of 6 minus 15x square root of 6. And because these are the same root and radicand, we can combine like terms. So what's 9x minus 15x? That is negative 6x. And don't forget your square root of 6. It's just like combining like terms, you guys. For example, at any point in time, if you guys had 27x plus 2x, you would just add the two coefficients, right? 27 plus 2 is 29, and you still keep the variable x. Just like how we did here. 9x minus 15x is negative 6x, and we keep the same square root and radicand. So there's that one. Number 2. We can factor out the 45 to be 9 times 5, and the 9 to be 3 times 3. So we have a pair of 3's and a leftover of 5. So negative 5x times 3, which is the pair, and square root of 5, which is on the inside the square root. Now, do you guys see this power? So we have a power of 5 divided by 3. Nope, sorry, divided by 2. 2 goes into 5 twice, you guys, with a remainder of 1. So 1x will remain on the inside the square root, and there'll be x to the second power on the outside. So for that one, you guys, this simplifies to negative 15. X times x to the second is x to the third, square root 5x. Now for this one, let's break this 80 down to 8 times 10, 5 times 2, 4 times 2, 2 times 2. We got a pair of 2's and another pair of 2's. Leftover of 5. So the 2's would come on the outside, so negative x to the second times 2, right? Times the other pair of 2's, square root of a 5. And if you guys take a look at the exponent, it's 3. Divide that by 2. 2 goes into 3 once. Remainder of 1. 1x will be on the inside the square root, and 1x will be on the outside the square root. So in total, that one will simplify to you guys. 2 times 2 is 4. X to the second times x is x to the third, square root 5x. And because these have the same radical and radicand, then you guys can combine these like terms. Negative 15 x to the third minus 4x to the third is negative 9x. Negative 19 x to the third, square root of 5x.